Assalamu alaikum, this is Sehrish Sarwar. Every Thursday at 12 p.m, join me right here on Radio Dawn for the inner journey. A space where faith meets healing and science meets the soul. As a hypnotherapist and a life coach, I'll take you through powerful conversations, reflections, and tools to help you overcome challenges, find balance, and reconnect with your true self. So tune in every Thursday at 12 p.m. for the Inner Journey. With me, Sehrish Sarwar, only on Radio Dawn. Your community, your voice, your connections. Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Radio Dawn 107.6 FM. You tuned into the Inner Journey show. I am your host, Sehrish Sarwar. For the people who's tuning in new, I am a hypnotherapist and a life coach, and I do this show every Thursday at 12 p.m. The whole point of this show is to what we're trying to do is bring mental health and well-being awareness to our community. The more we learn, the more we can live a better quality life. As you guys are aware, we did had workshop last week for ladies only for introduction to mental health, and alhamdulillah it went so well. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone who brought the awareness as well as who attended. Alhamdulillah, it was amazing turnout, and I look forward to inshallah some more workshops. We would be doing one soon with younger girls just towards the last week of half term, but inshallah we will confirm the dates. As you guys know that we try to bring different guests on our show, just to again bring in different kind of organization on the platform to bring the awareness what is available out there in Nottingham, and how everything is connected with the mental health and well-being for us to have a quality life. As I mentioned last week to everyone that we will be having a fitness coach coming on the show today. So alhamdulillah, we've got Nergis Ahmed. I hope I pronounced that right. So she is a fitness coach, but we'll hear more about her, what she does, and how we can bring that those services to everyone's awareness, available in Nottingham. So we're going to have Nergis Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I'm just going to wait for the... Okay, thank you so much, first of all, for accepting the request to come up here and talk about what is it that you do, because alhamdulillah, I do follow you and I've seen that you're quite passionate on work that you do, and you're connected with quite a few different communities and services around Nottingham. So I'd love to know a bit more about what is it that you do, and yeah.
Brilliant. That's good. It's nice to hear you following me.
You're welcome. So tell me about what is it that you do, Nergis. I know you've got a lot of hats that you put on every day. So tell us a bit more about how what you do, what your lifestyle is.
Okay, a little bit about me. So I'm a mum of 4. My oldest is 20, youngest is 4.5, so the others are obviously in between. And my background is so I'm a qualified speech and language therapist. So I've been doing that for about 21 years, where I did 16 years in the NHS and then set my business up just before COVID hit. And then so I've enjoyed kind of supporting people with transformation and helping them to change their lives for the better and improve. Obviously, that's mainly with children with speech and language therapy. But having had 4 kids and managing my own business, I found a few years ago, I wasn't really looking after myself. Gain weight, struggled to lose it after the 4th one. And I personally had some coaching, like life coaching, and then on top of that, kind of start learning about health. And then I took a health coaching course to, first of all, improve my health, also then have learned how to teach others and it hopefully inspire others. So then that was about three, my daughter's 4.5 now, so just after she was born, so about 3 to 4 years ago. And then since then, I've been just on a journey of having a second business, really, as a health coach, and helping women predominantly at the moment with losing weight without using any weight loss jabs. And doing the kind of like learning how to lose weight naturally, healthily, so that they age well, they feel more energetic, and they feel like they are able to cope with a busy life. So like probably mums like me who've got more than one kid and they're managing it like a professional job, they're working, just got a lot on the plate and not looking after themselves. Want to, and lose weight is part of that. So I do that, and then I do a couple of community things as well. In me and my husband are quite big on trying to serve the community and give back. So I don't know if you want to know about those.
You can just roughly tell me, because people would like to know that, inshallah, they were to come for the fitness coaching, what they're going into. I mean, mashallah, I know that you were well connected, but you can just run us through a couple of the things that you mentioned that you guys are serving others, or we can have another show on that. It's totally up to you.
Absolutely, would love to talk about those things. Well, I'm really passionate about, like I said, giving back to community and serving others. I think it all comes from trying to help make kind of like the community and just helping people to create like a better space and improve themselves and in each other and just lifting our Muslim community up, really, so that we're empowered and we're improving our lives. We're going to make a change for good. You will relate to that. And other things I do is me and my husband set up a walking route. Again, it's probably linked to the health coaching side as well, because I thought, how am I going to inspire other women to do things that's for free, that they don't have to pay me? And we set up a walking group. So we walk every Sundays at different kind of locations in Nottingham, different green spaces. And for the last 2 years, we've been going hiking in the Peak District. So we do like an all day kind of hike with about four, not all day, I'd say half day, sorry, about 4 hours. But we have a picnic in the middle of it, and people bring their kids and they do challenge themselves to really improve their fitness, and it's a lovely way to connect again with the community. So we do that. And then I'm part of a women's charity, and it's a network. So that one I've been there for like over 10 years. So just helping women new to Nottingham and who are isolated, they don't, maybe haven't got any friends or haven't met anyone yet and want to get out and make some social connections, and just helping them kind of just build, kind of like maybe make friendship in Nottingham and things like that. And then we'll do other kind of little things that we do as well to support maybe the children and families.
Mashallah, that's great to hear.
And then
no, it's amazing.
Thank you. And then quickly, another little thing that we're doing, probably a big thing actually, is we are wanting to support the youth. So we want to help the youth, basically boys and girls. We're setting up a youth club at the Five Ways Masjid, and that'll be starting probably in a couple of weeks' time. And then we've got a younger girls group, which is 9 to 12, and then the older girls group, which is going to be 13 to about 20 years. We want to be able to create a safe, like build out space where we can try and develop like their confidence, skills, give them more empowerment, and bring them a place hopefully that they can chill. And it's not like school, it's like a place they can just go and hang out with each other, make connections, communicate, get off their phone.
Yeah, definitely. Safe space, basically, like creating a safe space for them where they can connect with same age girls, because I think that's why sometimes you can't make difference that if you have like siblings but they're different age and they just see it. But no, mashallah, you and then again I knew that you're connected with quite a few things, but no, mashallah. And then the core of this everything, I believe, what I can see is serving the community and bring the best out of everyone around us, because I think sometimes when we have that spiral, if we have a good environment around us, I think that can like lift us up as well.
Absolutely. I love the idea. I mean, people hear it all the time. It takes a village to raise a child, but also to support each other. And I think sometimes we're not got that village. We haven't got that village, not mentality, but we're just all so spread and so busy. And how do we bring people together to support each other? And that's, obviously mainly for me, my interest is women and then their children. So yeah.
No, mashallah, amazing. And again, being, mother to four, mashallah, you're doing a great job and trying to do other things. So definitely that's inspiring to ladies already. But I know that you do the fitness coach as well as the other things. So what would you say, talking about fitness a bit more, because I know that it's connected with mental health hugely. And not a lot of people actually see that, because I remember back in days when I used to go for exercise, like in the gym, and people used to see that as a luxury. And I was like, no, honestly, it keeps me healthy and happy. It's only now there's more awareness that, there's, physically change that you actually experience that, help you balance your mental health. Not just the physical side that you see. So we know that what inspired you, but what would you say regarding the mental health as well as the fitness side? How would you, because you do walkings, which I think is again doing both sides, like, you connecting. So how would you feel that the people who just started and people you can see has been there for weeks, how can you tell the difference? So according to even your experience, how would you say that they're connected both?
Oh, the walking and the coaching that I do, the health coaching.
The fitness side and the mental health side.
Yeah, so I'd say it links. Mindset is a huge area, and the mindset has a massive impact on fitness. So women have a lot of, like you said, these ideas about how exercise needs to be, and a big part of my coaching is about kind of breaking those kind of, we call it obviously limiting beliefs, so called breaking those beliefs down, really, because exercise doesn't have to be in the gym. And so a lot of women have issues with that. Maybe they don't feel confident, maybe they feel very watched, even if it's a mixed space.
Yeah.
There are a couple of ladies' mashallah, gyms in Nottingham, but still I think just getting there is even hard for women. So it's a huge kind of massive thought processes around that. And I try and help women unpick all of that. Maybe before we even start talking about exercise, we might have discussions around what their thinking is. And also kind of it doesn't have to be exercises per se, it could be movement. And walking is a really nice way. It's kind of like a low pressure, easy way to say, or, instead of starting off exercising, let's go really, really slow with something that's manageable and doable. And that's a big part of what I promote with women, is how can we make it easier for you to be able to get some movement in, and then slowly, inshallah, build on that. It's all about starting really small habits. But yeah, their thinking does get in the way. But hopefully through coaching discussions, those kind of things start to unravel, and then we do a deeper dive. So the difference between something that I do and maybe a PT is a PT will give you the exercise, go through the things they do, mashallah, amazing job with what they do. But I do a lot of discussion around, well, how are we going to manage it? What is it? What are you thinking about? What's stopping you? What's sabotaging you? And how can we overcome that? And it's through that kind of thoughtful discussions that we have that they actually then do feel like, oh, I can go away and do this. Slowly, those kind of the mental health side of things can be improved through real slow steps, and it's a journey. It's a huge journey, and they get setbacks too. So they'll have a setback, and that might again just kind of revert them back to, oh no, I can't do this. But it's all about making them feel like I said, empowered, and making them feel confident that they absolutely can do some kind of movement. They can do exercise. And when you hear that, when I get that WhatsApp message and they're like, oh, I did it, and I'm like, yay. With the ladies in that community, and they're like, I did 10k steps or 15k steps, and they share their smartwatch or something with the steps on, and it's really empowering and encourages others and supports others to kind of do something too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, it's inspiring work. No, absolutely. Because sometimes you just need someone to do it, and that kind of build that thought to say, actually, if they can, why can't I? Or, and again, going down to, how you're saying that it's not just about getting up exercising, it's about like, what's your thoughts around exercise? Or let's even leave the exercise on the side if we've got a bad association to it. Let's work on how you can, weight loss could be, I believe it's a diet as well that you teach.
Yeah, so not diet, but helping them, because I don't promote diets, because the problem with dieting is that it's that mindset thing of I'm restricting myself, and that's a big mindset issue actually.
Yes.
And so I help them we don't diet. It's about, let's try and slowly kind of introduce healthier ways to eat, and behaviors that will help them, like I said, age healthily, reduce inflammation in the body, give them more energy. But it's very, very, so it's no dieting. It's more about how to change the way that you eat and manage and not cut everything out as well. So we're not cutting out all carbs. Let's make it's just a nice, healthy way that you can slowly maybe reduce the biscuits in your tea, something like that. Sorry, not in your tea, but or slowly reduce the sugar that you have in your tea. Helping them to make tiny changes. And it's not about perfection, it's all about kind of progression. So it's like I said, let's really do help and work.
No, absolutely, because I work with subconscious mind, and that's why we always say that when we are rewiring ourselves to something, because your subconscious mind works on a repetition. If you do something too quickly, your body cannot handle it. It doesn't know how to cope with it. So that's when you'll have massive setbacks. But if you do smaller steps, I think it's actually wiring your brain to support you then eventually. And again, coming down to diet, because when I do the weight loss one as well, I do mention that it's about healthy choices instead of diet, because what we highlight is diet has die in it. So subconsciously it has an impact that I have to deprive myself of something. So no, absolutely, that's definitely a good idea. Another thing I would say is, like, sometimes people lose motivation.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, that's a big part of it. And the thing is, I want to say, if your head isn't in the game, your body won't follow. I kind of want to say that, because the mindset piece comes first, and the motivation is a huge part of that. And I get women saying, "Oh, I've seen your stuff online, and I've been wanting to do it, but I'm not motivated yet. I'm kind of not in that space to be able to do it." And it's like, you actually don't need to be ready to start. It literally, you just want, the main thing you need is just to want to do it. And then it's almost, you find a way. They do find a way through those discussions that we have. They find a way to actually start something that they thought they weren't ready for. And we do talk a lot about motivation. Like, you don't have to be motivated to get started. It's as you do it, you will get motivated. So they think they have to have the motivation to be able to do it, because they know, it's gonna require a lot of motivation and But actually, even with my children, I say, sometimes you just have to do it. And it's not about what you're thinking. We have to kind of like almost park the motivation bit to the side, and it's more about actions rather than whether you're going to wait to feel motivated, wait to feel in the zone, and then you're going to start. That's very self-sabotaging, because half the time, or most of the time, you're not going to feel motivated.
Absolutely, because I know that recent the group I did, and the main was the motivation. And yes, I can tell the difference when someone's looking forward to a certain event. They will actually be, okay, do you know what, I need to hit that goal. But they did mention that we are worried that once that event is finished, we're going to go back to the same. But then absolutely, you're right regarding it's about a lifestyle instead of finding a motivation. It's about this is the healthy, because as you're growing up, your body is changing. So having a healthy lifestyle makes a difference. Absolutely, it's about lifestyle, and probably about the momentum as well. What would you say about once you're in momentum? Oh,
absolutely. I think when it's again, so if we park the motivation bit and we start on looking at the actions, because after every health coaching session, we talk about what their key actions are going to be, and it often is something that they've actually, through the thoughtful discussion that we've had and that space that I've had with them, it's allowed them to be quite resourceful and think about, oh, actually, I could do this, I could do that. And it's in that session, that space is created where they get into that resourceful state, and they have their own ideas about what they could do and how they can start to kind of like lessen the sugar in their tea, or how they can stop having like caffeine first thing in the morning because it's not great for them. And then those habits come in. Those habits start coming in, and when they see that, oh wow, I can do this, then they become a bit more established. And then we always say, kind of over time, at least give it more than 30 days, then that kind of habits is going to become a bit more established. But it's about helping them take those small steps so it's more doable, and then they will then be able to last longer than 30 days. And then it becomes one of those automatic habits.
Yes, I talk heavily about that. It takes 28 days for your subconscious mind to register some new habit is getting formed. And the longer you do it, the more second nature it becomes to you, that you won't even realize, and you're off to getting ready for doing exercise or even healthy life, healthy choices that you're making while you're eating. Again, I think it's kind of interconnected, the subconscious mind, the mental health, as well as the fitness. It's the mindset. I know that you've got some event coming. So I know that you've got Protein Power Challenge. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so yeah, that's fine. So I have a WhatsApp group with ladies. So those who can't afford kind of like a full-on one-to-one coaching sessions with me or program, I have a lower offer where they still get access to me, and it does still help them, absolutely. So we have a WhatsApp group, and in the WhatsApp group we have so actually I do a group coaching call where they can come and ask the questions, and they do get my one-to-one support almost, but in a group format, and then they learn from each other. So that happened last Thursday. But next week, so in every month I do a 5-day challenge, which has got a focus on a specific subject, which is going to really help them get going with either losing weight or just having healthier practices. And so next week, for Monday, the 20th of October, we're going to be doing together it's called the Protein Power Challenge, 2 P's there. And so that I'm going to be teaching them about why protein is really important for weight loss, but also why it also helps them to kind of reduce things like the self-sabotage in the evening that they end up having. Like they do really well during the day, then all of a sudden in the evening they're tired, they're stressed out from a long, hard day, they brought the kids through the door, and meal planning or just sorting the food out is really stressful. And then they put themselves last. And then they reach for the snacks, they reach for the chocolate biscuits and cakes and crisps, and then they feel really guilty because they've done that, because they did really well during the day. And protein actually can help stuff like that, because it helps you feel fuller for longer, and so they're less likely to then snack and likely to start
binge eating.
Binge,
We got the binge eating.
Absolutely, it helps with metabolism as well. So for fat loss, it's really important. So I'll be sharing that in our group next week, and we've got an office. If anybody obviously joins the WhatsApp group, they can access that Protein Power Challenge. They can join us in the supportive community in our WhatsApp group, and we help each other establish. Those habits. So last month we did a walk challenge, extra steps challenge, and that actually encouraged me. It gave me the accountability as a leader of the group to do 10k steps a day. And now, ever since that last month, I actually do 10k steps a day, where I never did.
Mashallah, that's amazing.
I only did like above 10k maybe on that walk that we do with the community on the Sunday. Now I alhamdulillah, I do it every day, and it's a way of finding that. A way of finding how you can do it, and momentum.
It comes down.
We get that momentum in the 5 years, brings that momentum in, and so that's happening next week.
Mashallah, thank you so much. And again, it does come down to wherever your focus goes, it expands, because that's what I say a lot, that when you're focusing on like even supporting someone else, subconsciously you'll be doing the same thing, because now your focus is like on that specific subject or whatever the outcome that you're looking forward to. But no, amazing. Thank you so much. I know we had a really quick one, but thank you so much. I know you had a busy week ahead of you, so thank you so much for taking time out. I believe it's called Accountability Group.
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram, so just Nergis_Ahmed_, and I share it on there. I'm also on Facebook. But yeah, the lower cost kind of access to me and having that supportive community is called the Accountability Hub. So that's my thing, and it's a weight loss. It's a group, WhatsApp group, where the women will just share on there. Like, we set kind of goals at the beginning of the week, and we check in with them pretty much nearly every day. How's everyone going? I share inspirational videos, and then there's a whole load of resources on our website, on the membership site, like meal plans, meal ideas, journaling ideas.
Whole package, isn't it? So basically,
and a nice and they'll also get access probably to the group replays that we've had, because the one that we had on Thursday was about, there are different topics each month. So last Thursday we had a group call was about the evening sabotage. So talking about why what happens to our brain science wise, just why we self-sabotage in the evening, what happens to our hormones and things like that. So another one I think next month will be about perimenopause and how to hormone balance and help you to lose weight if you're in that time. But yeah, we have
amazing
every month.
No, definitely amazing. Thank you so much for all the information, and I think you've given information regarding if someone wants to reach out, inshallah, for fitness coaching. They can reach out on the Instagram, I know, and Nergis Ahmed. Thank you so much, Jazakallah, for being here. And inshallah, if we were to have any good feedback regarding that, they want to have a bit more of insight, because I know this one's quite a quick one, but inshallah we can always have a more elaborated about a specific topic, and inshallah we can take it from there. But thank you so much for being here.
Jazakallah for having me. Take care.
Thank you. Alaikum salam. So alhamdulillah, this went amazing. It's a lot of information. I could have gone for like at least another couple of hours, because alhamdulillah, our body is such a complex mechanism that the more we find out, the more we realize that we need to know more. But alhamdulillah, thank you, sister, for being here and just giving a bit of insight that how the fitness and the mental health and the mindset is deeply connected. And once we get into the momentum of tackling one of them, so it could be that you want to work on your mental health or even the mindset, but being fit physically, mentally, it just goes hand in hand. So alhamdulillah, amazing. We had amazing chat here. So this is a time that I have to say bye for today's show. Again, you are tuned into Radio Dawn 107.6 FM and the show with the Inner Journey. Sehrish Sarwar, your hypnotherapist and a life coach. Inshallah, I'll be coming in again next week, perhaps with another host. I look forward to your emails or even the phone number that is normally get provided on our show. Otherwise, I will give the email, which is info@radiodawn.com. And inshallah, I will speak to you next week. Take care. Allah Hafiz.